Distance is no longer a barrier for connection. I was reading something this morning and it brought up the idea of long distance calling. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day that you could make long distance phone call. It used to be is like, oh, can I make that phone call to my friend? Is that long distance or is that local? And we lived where I lived and I grew up. We were right on the line between two different area codes. So if I wanted to call some of my friends, they were in a different area code, and so it was technically long distance. So I couldn't call them because it cost money. It didn't cost money to call local. Well, I found out that Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas A. Watson completed the first long distance phone call, and it was from the US to Europe. And it took them 23 minutes just to connect that call to all the different, like the operator, if you remember those old movies where they're like 1 second and they plug in the button. 23 minutes. It used to cost exorbitant amounts of money to make long distance phone calls. Now you can FaceTime with anyone around the world and it doesn't cost you a thing other than your data, other than whatever it may be. And usually that is, that's built-in cost. There's no incremental cost for long distance. Distance is no longer a barrier for connection. I talked to a friend earlier this morning. We caught up and 2,000 miles away. Phone call. I was on Clubhouse and I was interacting with friends all over the globe. A friend in Bali, in West Africa, in South Africa, in Canada, all over the world. Distance is no longer a barrier for connection. Just remember that, because at one time it surely was.